big performance today.
Yeah, it's huge. Obviously, just where we're at, and every week matters so much. We all know that. So I think just the biggest thing was, just getting some energy and momentum. This league is hard. It's tough, and if you don't have momentum or energy, man, and belief within a building, it can be really tough. So for us, I think that was the emphasis today, and I think we got it. So.
I'm sure it wasn't just you, but you were mentioned as someone who said some things to the team. What was your message? What do you think the mood of the team was going into this game?
We said some things. Just I was just trying to keep it real and remind guys, this isn't easy. This job isn't for everybody, but who we have in this building, we have what it takes, and we've shown that the last couple of years, and we just got to dig deep and find ourselves, and I think we did. I think guys responded to it, and really I was just talking to myself too, not just trying to preach to the guys, but remind myself of how hard this thing is and how much of a competitor you got to be for 4 quarters and go and take it. Nothing's ever given to you. So it was just a reminder to myself and to our teammates of where we're at and where we're trying to go, and a lot of other guys, or some other guys spoke, and I think we all feel it, man. We want to win for each other at this point. So yeah, it was last night. Yeah.
Guys, offensively today, it feels like you've been waiting to have this type of a 60-minute performance all season.
Yeah, I think we just all executed, did our job, and kept it simple. I don't think guys were overthinking anything. We just, whatever was called, we trusted in Kyle, and we just executed. And I think it was just more of our mindset. We were aggressive. I think everybody across the board. Once we scored, defense got a stop. We go back up, put some points up on the board. They got a turnover. We scored. It was just, that's team football, man. And I think it just all starts with our mindset. So something that we've all been talking about a lot more around here. But today we just went out there, we executed, and we played aggressive more than anything. Kittle, he's a baller. You get the ball in his hands like that, and he can get all the yak after, and he's just so explosive, dude. For where he's at in his career to continue to put up those kind of numbers and be that dominant, it's a pretty sweet thing. So obviously, I'd like to get him the ball in space and let him do his thing, and that's what he did today.
You mentioned momentum. How important is it to use this as a springboard for Thursday night?
Yeah, it's huge, but it's a quick turnaround, that's for sure. So we just all got to get healthy, get back on track, and come back out Thursday with this kind of mindset of playing aggressive and doing what it takes for 4 quarters. And I think the game will go how it needs to go. But for us, man, our mindset is the biggest thing. We got to clear this, not get too high on it or anything, and learn from it, and come ready Thursday for it's a 0-0 game and a clean slate. So.
Will you describe the clothesline hit and the pain that you felt and what you were feeling?
Yeah, it was just a weird hit. My body was in an awkward position, and for me, never really been in a situation like that, so I was just sort of in shock. I felt some stuff within my body, and I was just letting myself cool down. That's why I went out for a play and just making sure I was being smart about it, and I was fine. My body was good, and went back in, and I'm good. So.
Did you hear the crowd when you came back out onto the field?
Yeah, I could hear them.
What's your reaction? Are you able to appreciate that moment, or is it laser focused on what's happening?
A little bit of both. Obviously, I'm trying to go out and do my job and execute, for our team, our organization, our fans, and everybody. But just hearing them, sort of have my back like that was pretty cool, man. I love playing for this organization, for our fan base, and every time I step out in that field in Levi's, man, I'm very thankful for it. So, love playing for our fan base.
What were you expecting? The ball was coming out, on time and rhythm. Guys were, a lot of guys were just wide open. Nothing that hasn't happened for this season, but for a sustained period. Did it feel more like 2023 in some ways?
It's just sort of how the game went, man. I think, Kyle did a good job dialing up some plays, and for us to just go out there and just play, and guys, we just trusted in each other, man. Just when I threw the ball to JJ or George, there's a sense of trust that we all have and where they need to be. And I think, last year going back and watching a couple of games, it's like that. There's a lot of times where, I go through a progression and I lay a ball and expect a guy to be there, and they're there. It's just getting those reps and those trusts to continue to grow together. And I know it's late in the season, but it's never too late to continue to work on those things and grow. And I thought today we just did that. So.
What were you expecting on that one misconnection with Ricky? It seemed like you guys were on a different page there.
Yeah, I thought he he was gonna keep it a little bit skinnier up the field, and then he saw space, so he sort of cut across, and I just threw the ball early and sort of anticipated, and I missed him. I think his decision on going across the more middle of the field was a great decision. If I would have laid the ball right there for him, I think it would have been a touchdown. So something that he and I we talked about, and I told him, I was like, we just got to keep growing together and learning each other and seeing each other in and out of cuts, and but that's something that I missed on him. He executed his job. Thanks, Jeff.
Kyle mentioned that during the week he kind of brought up it's important after those last few games to show some grittiness, to show what you guys know about yourselves. Did you feel that, and what do you think was shown today?
Yeah, I mean, we just got back to being us, honestly. The product we were putting on the field the last couple of weeks just wasn't us. We knew that. We had a great opportunity this week to come out at home and right those wrongs, right, and get back to playing our style and doing what we do best. Complimentary football all the way through. The way the offense came out and scored right away, and then we went out there on defense and got those stops early on and played, a great half of football. Obviously, there's things to clean up in that second half, and but we just got to build on this win.
Do you feel like that sort of performance was coming, like that you practiced well Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, that this was sort of natural to be the result of that?
Yeah, I mean, it was coming. Everything was coming along. I think even in the last couple of weeks, even though it didn't go our way, we practiced really well in those weeks. It just didn't translate onto the field, and today you saw it translate with execution. When it mattered most.
To carry this over to Thursday.
Yeah, extremely important. We talked about we just wanted one win. That was the goal today, to just get one win, and then now obviously we got that, and it's the same mindset this week, just one win, right? Thursday night against a divisional opponent, and we got to win in the division. We got to win all these, honestly, but it's just about one game.
It was great to see the defense fight like that in this game. How does it feel for you personally to know that Thursday night when you take the field that you may have Dre back?
Oh, yeah, it means everything. I've been waiting for that moment for the entire season, right? And so to potentially have him out there again with me, it means everything.
It was mentioned by people, some of the leaders addressed the team, this week just because of the circumstances. Obviously, you were among them, big surprise. But, also Brock Purdy, maybe that's not anything unusual. Or tell us, is that what he said, was that unique for him, or his message?
Yeah, I think the message across the board from, all the guys, whether it was Brock or myself or all of us, honestly, was just to fight, for one win. It was everything today. We treated it like a playoff game, and that's what they are going forward. Every game means everything, and so we're just treating it 1 week at a time. It's a 1-0 mentality, and it's just one game coming up. That's our entire focus.
Did you check to see what the Cardinals-Seahawks score was and what the Rams are? Do you start after these games now wondering what your stature is in the standings?
Yeah, we got an eye on it, but at the end of the day, we got to take care of business on our end, and we have a great opportunity in a divisional game coming up, so that means a lot.
Do you see some younger players? Brock's a captain, but do you see some younger players? I think Juwan mentioned Dion whenever speaking. Do you see some guys like kind of rising up and being a little bit more vocal and being leaders?
Yeah, no, you said it. Younger guys, even though those guys don't seem young, in the way that they carry themselves, the way that they played, those are younger guys that we need, that younger leadership to kind of step up now and use their voice, right, in the moments we need it most, and they have, man, and it's just about executing on game day. All the rah-rah speeches are great and all, but at the end of the day, you got to go out there, you got to play.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.